know that there has been some form of injustice on him. We are all humans. There is no doubt I hurt some people, and I wish they would pardon me. And those that think that I've hurt them so much, please pardon me. I thank you very much.
So guys, right now on social media, what is trending is Buhari. But funny enough, it's quite unfortunate that it's not trending for the right reason. I've never seen somewhere that somebody will die and virtually almost everybody are happy about it. Nigerians are actually stalking. Just see this video in the background. You'll see the video where the people from the northern part of the country were busy chanting, as in they were happy celebrating the death of Buhari. That is so sad to know that a whole president of Nigeria, president of a country will die and people are celebrating. I can remember vividly when Nelson Mandela died. People, you need to see the way South Africa, we are mourning him. You will know that those people, as in they've lost somebody. Now, let me tell you the truth. Most of the people, these politicians that have come out to say that a leader indeed have died, it's not from their mind. Truly not be from their mind. Apart from the people that benefited directly from Buhari's administration, every other person where they see where they post, they're just psychophans. This video now, I'm going to allow you to take a look. You will see how the people, the Northerners, are happy about it. I saw on this comment section when some persons were saying they are children. What do you expect? When they want to vote, they use the children. When they want to rig, they use the children. So whatever thing they want to do is to the children. So coming out to say now that it's just children, no make any sense, because during voting, I see these same children that they use. Now, following the death of Buhari, his wife, AISHA Buhari, has come out to open up about his husband's final moment. She revealed an emotional parting message he shared before passing. In a heartfelt statement released to the public, AISHA Buhari said that her husband, who served as Nigerian president from 2015 to 2023, reflects deeply on his time in office and the impact of his decision. Before he died, my husband asked Nigerians to forgive him for his mistake. She said, he loved this country deeply, and even in his final words, he thought about the people he served. These are statements that has actually sparked up a lot of reaction online, and Nigerians have reacted towards this, and they are still reacting. Now, there is another point I want to make in this video, because Aisha Yusuf, in her video, I'm going to drop it also for you guys to watch. You saw where she was busy explaining how the Muslims do their burial. That Buhari na as he dey so, as in life dey so, no only one cloth they go wear am. And to top the matter was, they are going to slant him and bury him. No wristwatch, no any of the jewelries, no all the weight, everything when he get, nothing they follow him go. Now, my question now to these northern politicians, most especially these Muslim politicians, since una know say una Islamic law, get this kind of strong law concerning the death of a person, why are you guys embezzling money? And if you ask me, I go toss now this northerners them, all these northern politicians, now they pack almost all the money where they this country. If you come for all year matter, then they every area then they. Why are you guys eager to always loot Nigerian money with this kind of mindset? Guys, may I not talk too much? You are going to see the way Aisha Yusufu really explain Islamic law concerning the death of a man, no matter how small, no matter how big. Then she made a vital point that what they use, exactly the same thing they use, they bury the lowest, as in the lowest pauper. Now that same thing they will use to bury Buhari. So why are they now amassing others' wealth? What is it for? That is the questions we need to ask ourselves. And this Buhari death, just like what some persons have said, everybody, we really need to check ourselves, most especially those people that want to use their power, want to use their office to intimidate people. Waiting you go gain. One day you go die. That is just the truth. So my darling wonderful people, please drop your comment on this in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscription is for free. It's just for you to be getting updates as we are dropping our news. And concerning this Buhari matter, we will definitely get you more updates concerning this. Bye-bye.
Abin tambaya a nan da gaske Buharin ya mutu ko kuma kawai sharri suke yi masa. Buhari ya mutu saura dirimi.
Okay, hello everyone. For those of you who don't understand what's going on there, it's a group of young people across the northern part of Nigeria who have been coming out to celebrate the death of former President Muhammadu Buhari. In the first video, what you saw when they were chanting, part of the chants that they were making was that they will never forget, they will never forgive, they will never forgive Anyapiba, they will never forgive probably the atrocities meted out to them. Then you saw the other one, they were literally like chanting that Buhari has died, remaining Tinubu. And then the third one, just sort of like in a mocking manner, talking about it. In one of the videos also, you could hear someone was asking, are you sure it's really true that he has died, or it's just, it's just rumor that that he has died? It's really, life is all about, it's not really about what is it that you acquire. It's what impact you made in people's life when you're gone. When you're gone, what are the things that you'll be remembered for? Are you going to be remembered for good, or are you going to be remembered for bad? And I see a lot of people, who are sort of like, oh, the dead should not be mocked, and stuff like that. Oh, everyone is going to die. Yeah, we know everyone is going to die. But I think this is a lesson for every one of us also, that the way and manner in which you live your life, especially when you're in a position of leadership and you have a sort of, whether I should call it control or influence over people's lives, the way and manner in which you act towards taking on that responsibility and the way you go about the responsibility will lead to whether you be praised after you're dead or not. I mean, I know, when someone dies, even Islamically, they normally say there are angels that are going to be listening to what is it? How did you live with your fellow human beings? How did you relate to your fellow human beings? What are the things? Are they saying good about you, or are they saying bad, about you? In an African setting, for someone to die and the people are literally coming out to celebrate, that says a lot. That says a lot. There are so many people who have felt that, the atrocities that came on during the time that Buhari was head of state. He's one person that, like, if he had not been head of state, would have been so much better for him. There is a way he would have been revered. People would think, oh, if he was head of state, if he had come, this ABC would have happened. And just seeing the way everything went, it just, sometimes don't be too desperate for something, always leave it in a way, always pray to God for him to choose what is best for you. Sometimes certain things that we are desperate to have, they end up not being, the best that it is, the best that it should be for us. And I think this is one case. This is such case. And so I see people who, are sort of like condemning this act and all of that. I'm not in support of this kind of art, by the way. I'm not going to be celebrating anybody's death, because I mean, they have died. I don't even know how I'm going to die. I don't even know the manner I'm going to die. I don't even know what I'm going to do. So you can't even be making fun of someone else's. But at the same time also is to, I'm not going to shut people down who are doing, some of this, because you've not walked in their shoe. You don't know the pain that they've gone through. And I think this for me is a message to everyone out there, every person who is in a position of leadership and all of that. What are you doing for your people? What are you going to be remembered for? Are you the one that the people are going to be so angry at you that they will want that the one that you had died a long time ago? Are you the kind of person that is going to die and people are just going to celebrate it? Literally only a handful of people are going to feel sad about your day. Is that the kind of life that you want to have, or what kind of life is it? And I think this is total time of reflection for every one of us. And this is also a message that the people on the streets are angry. The people on the streets are going through so much. The people in their houses are angry. They're going through so much. And it is important for those who are in leadership position, to begin to do good, whether legitimate or illegitimately. To ensure that they do the right thing. But as it is, most people, people don't rig election to give you good governance, and it's baffling when you see people who ought to at least be putting in that effort to do good end up just behaving anyhow, recklessly, and you're wondering, what's this thing all about?
My people, Baba Buhari Tilo. Hey, former Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari died today in London. Kolombawate Safefere Olalaila. Our sincere condolences to his family, his wife, his children. The man was 82. Alaji Buhari. May you so rest in peace. Okweko means it is the kind of death that family members will come together and celebrate. Yes, because he was in his 80s. Now, I know a lot of people will be offended that we will also talk about the big elephant in the room, the fact that a former Nigerian president died in a hospital in London. But we have to talk about this. We are not trying to offend anyone. We are respecting the dead. But while we are respecting the dead, we also need to respect those that are living. Because even though Baba Buhari is gone, we still have millions of people that are in desperate need of better health care in Nigeria. So we are respecting the dead, we are also respecting the living. And that's why we started out sympathizing with everybody that is affected. However, we cannot ignore the big elephant in the room. Why London? Why should a whole president that was in office for 8 years, and that is different from when he was head of state in the 80s, why should he die in London? Right now, another former Nigerian president is also in London fighting for his life. Former head of state, Abdusalam Abubakar. He's 83. Should it be like that? Shoye Koribe. Mandela died in his own country, South Africa. What is our own problem? Do we not have shame? In fact, Buhari has been in London receiving treatment since April, according to Premium Times. May, June, July. 3 months. He spent the last 3 months of his life in a hospital in another man's country when he's supposed to be surrounded by loved ones. How can someone in 8 years refuse to build or equip at least one hospital and make it good enough for him to be treated? By the way, when he was leaving Nigeria, he never knew this would be his last time of leaving Nigeria, because according to Premium Times, so he actually went for checkup when his condition got worse. And that's how he ended up not coming back home. Remember, that is what he did throughout his tenure. He was always going to London for checkup and all kinds of treatment. We shouted, so build a good hospital in your own country. By the way, we have a hospital just for presidents and their family members inside Aso Rock Villa Gongo. Forget about all the billions that they claim to have spent on that presidential clinic. Buhari himself in 2021 approved another 21 billion naira for this same presidential clinic. This is 2025. Why didn't he go there for treatment? Only God knows how much money has been siphoned in the name of that Aso Rock clinic. Yet, when they unveiled the thing 2 years ago, it was not special. It's not like, well, it's okay. It's okay. But for the kind of money that they said that they spent, it's like we like to celebrate mediocrity. Anyways, Buhari don't do his own. Alaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you are the one in power today. We know you have had I'm just, child. Sorry, guys. I made some banana bread today in honor of Baba Buhari. You know, like I said, you know. So maybe I ate too much. I'm sorry. As I was saying, Alaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, hey, you're the one in power today. Jagaban. This is the same thing that we've been saying for decades. What will it take for you to listen? Because you are already following the same path of going abroad for treatment. Come and check up. You are back in London, you are back in France, France. Alaji, when will you work on our health system in Nigeria? When will you work on our health infrastructure? And if you will not do it for us, because maybe you guys think we are trying to inconvenience you, do it for yourself. And you know that. How old is Alaji now? Actual age. What do you mean 73 people? How old is his daughter? Yaloja. Because before they deleted her age on Wikipedia, 1962, no, cause see, we have receipts. Some of us, we saved it. Emma Binu. Emma Binu. Then 1962, no, they wrote 1962, which means that his daughter will be 63 this year. No, be so. Are you now telling me that Tinubu is only 10 years older than his daughter? He doesn't know what he's talking about. Especially because before they edited Alaji's age as well on Wikipedia, 1942, no, they wrote 1942, which means Alaji should be 83 this year. Oh, they may be watching. Okay. I take back everything I said. Alaji is 73 is Alaji. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh, guys. Alaji is 73 is Alaji. But 73 is also not young. If you will not build a good hospital for us, come on, people, do it for yourself. At the age of 73. Do it for former President Obasanjo. The man is 88 now and he's going strong. We don't want Obasanjo dying abroad. In case you are watching, Grandpa. I'm just saying, he deserves to get good treatment in his own country at this age, you know. Do it for Babangida if you will not do it for us. Babangida is 83 now, no, so his health is not doing well. In fact, if you won't do it for us, do it for Atiku. Benny, do it for Atiku. He will be 79 this year and he wants to be president. So that if he becomes president, he would definitely be in his 80s. We can't afford an 80-year-old man running to London, running to Germany, running to France for treatment. And say to Atiku. If you won't do it for us, do it for Atiku. You know what? I have a better idea. If you will not do it for the rest of us, please do it for Wike. Benny, do it for Wike. Alaji, do it for Wike. The man was almost in a plane crash recently. Abegbo. He was shouting, pleading the blood of Jesus. We did not know Wike works with Jesus. Wike and Jesus, they are like this. That was the day we knew that Wike walks with Jesus. He was praying. Imagine if that plane had crashed. Would we now be carrying him to London? Because every minute would count. Do it for Wike. You seem to like the guy. When we tell you people to do the right thing for your citizens, you act as if you are doing us a favor. And then you refuse. Private jets, France. You will be entering private jets. Acting as if you are doing us. You are doing yourself. And do it for Wike. Anyways, you know. Anyway, Baba Buhari don't go be that too. Believe it or not. Right now, everybody is talking about what he did and what he did not do. People are talking about NSAS. They are talking about how Boko Haram became emboldened. They are talking about armed Fulani herdsmen, how they became emboldened during his time. They are talking about bandits during his time. People are still talking about how herdsmen will be grazing their cows on the runway when Buhari was president. I'm just saying, it is whatever you do. that people will remember. I'm not saying he didn't do good things, so I'm just telling you what, you know me, I can never say anything bad about anybody. So I'm just giving you feedback, what people have been saying. And I know that some of you have laughed while watching this video, but can we take something out of what has happened? This life is nothing, it's not that serious. Ayelomo, all this wealth that people amass for themselves, when they are gone, they are gone. They leave every single dime behind. It is only their legacy that remains. So I'm hoping that some of you that are watching today, that are in positions of authority, maybe you are a teacher, maybe you are a doctor, you are a nurse. Some of our nurses can be very mean. Some of them are very nasty. Some of you are not nice. I'm sorry. Many of you are nice, but some of you, you act as if you are God. You look at patients as if, hey, my people, once we die, that is the end of it. What will people say about you when you die? So many of you that are in position of authority, maybe you are a secretary to somebody powerful, maybe you have companies, maybe you have customers, you have clients. How are you treating your clients? Maybe you are a father, maybe you are a mother. What will your children say about you? Or you are a grandparent, what would they say about you? Maybe you are a daughter, you are a son to somebody. That is no respecter of anybody. It is never how long we live, but how well we live. Please, while you are yabbing Buhari with one hand or maybe two hands as you are typing, think about yourself as well. What will people say about you?
Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. From Allah we are, and to Him we shall return. President Muhammadu Buhari is dead. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. There's nothing in this world. There's nothing in this world. We are all on a journey, and most times we seem to forget. And the thing about Islam is that death is not something that is hidden. Even, you know, there was all that conspiracy theory that he had died before, is a clone, is this, is that. One thing for sure in the Islamic world is that when somebody dies, it's immediately announced and the person is immediately buried. Usually not the one that they will sit down and be wasting time or trying to hide it. That's why even like during when Yaradua was sick and he was in coma, or he wasn't able to talk and all of that, people were hiding this thing. Like the moment he dies, he has to be pronounced, he has to go on to bury this thing. That's it. At the end of the day, this is it. And it's always about what legacy. He will have to be buried immediately in accordance with Islam. The way someone is buried, the same kind of cloth that is used to bury the poorest of person in Islam is the same kind of cloth that is used to bury the richest of person in Islam. They're going to share the same thing. He's going to be in his grave alone. The grave, you know, when they will say 6 feet deep, wide, it's not wide. There are 2 compartments. I mean, where you're putting is where you lay like this on your side. You understand? They don't even put you to have enough space to be. No, you can't be like this. You have to lay on your side, on one side. That's how they do it, to fit. They measure. They actually come to measure you when you are there. First of all, measure you to do the clothing, measure you to go and dig the grave. So it's not that there's a standardized grave for everybody. This shape, no, it's according to your size and your body. They will measure you and they will keep you there, and that's it. And it's now with your Lord to answer those questions when the angels come visiting you in your grave. First question, who is your Lord? And you start your own examination there. You don't go with your wealth. It's not going to be buried with any gold. It's not going to be buried with any silver. It's not going to be buried with any houses. It's not going to be buried with anything. It's not going to be done between him and his deed. And as a leader, how did you lead your country? What are the things that you do? For me, that's why, when people talk about leadership, a leadership position is such a delicate position that you're going to account for everything. You're going to account for everybody. You're going to account for all. And then you see it there. At the end of the day, you ask yourself, is it really, is it really worth it? Are those things really worth it?